Hey guys, just wanted to do a little video here. I got stuck. My driver's side door on my S13 on my 180 was stuck and I couldn't open it, and I spent probably 3 hours trying to get it open. I almost got quite frustrated and took at it with an angle grinder, but I persisted and I got it off. But I wanted to do a video just to help anyone else out there that might have this problem, to sort of shed some light on it and so they can go straight to the problem. It's still a nightmare, but I'll show you what I found anyway. It was a bit of a weird one. Okay, so I probably should have documented this as I went, but I was pretty frustrated. So anyway, you can see I've got my door off at last. The way I had to do it was I had to basically tear the door card off. I still have my door card on, the stock door card. So I had to tear that off, and then I could get in from here. And you can get into the locking mechanism if you poke a bit of a light down there. And then I had some extensions, sort of like if you've got a long screwdriver or something, you've got to sort of poke the right spot to unhinge the latch that locks onto this bit on your car here, the door latch. So I'll show you the little bit that I had to get at. Okay, so this is our door latch mechanism. My issue, I had two problems with it. There's a little stop here. Try to get that to focus, but this little stop here, this one, this is where this little blue plastic clip is. There's a rod on that which is attached to your door handle. So when you pull your door handle up, it's meant to do this. It's meant to basically turn this here, which delatches the mechanism off the part on your car to let you open your door. My problem was this stop was bent down, so that when I lock the car, see if I can get it to do it. When you lock the car, it pulls this lever arm out of play. So anyone who comes and tries to open your car door, it doesn't turn this mechanism. So my issue was, because this was bent, and there's another issue too, I'll show you in a second. It basically, I turned my key and it wasn't to unlock the door, and it wasn't pushing this lever across far enough to make it contact the actual door mechanism to turn it, which was an absolute nightmare. So even though I ended up getting my tool in from the top of the door, like I said, and I poked it down through here, and I pushed this around manually, and then with a lot of swearing and forcing and prying, I finally got it to open. But I had another issue, which was, even though I could turn this, I couldn't get the latch to pop off. And I'm sure other people had this problem too, probably, because on this other side, where you can see your latch, okay, get that focus right here. Now I've jumped the gun here because I was trying to figure out how I'd fix it without on the cheap, you know, so it's going to last. I've just used a bit of pipe. It's a bit of AN6, I think, in car terms. A bit of stainless steel, like fuel line or hydraulic tube or whatever you want to call it. I've just drilled that out to 7mm and then just basically bashed it in there. I've got to grind it a bit more flush, and then I might peen it over with a hammer so it doesn't come out. But there's meant to be plastic bushing in there anyway, and because that bushing had deteriorated, I've got a spare one over here on a left-hand door. So there's plastic bushing in here. This one's actually starting to crack too. So once that cracks, then this little pin shaft that I guess is the main part of that main turning gear that unlocks your car, it was kicking on the piss, which didn't help trying to line up this little cog here, which catches the arm in there, which makes it all turn. So because that was on the piss and wasn't located, my door was stuck completely. So I had to push the door in, try and close it as much as I could, and then manually push that screwdriver down the top of the door and manually push this thing anti-clockwise, and then wriggle the hell out of the door and reef it out at the same time. You basically need like 4 arms, and it finally came after like 3 hours. So yeah, you can see when you close your door, this is the latch that clips onto the part on your car. When you close your door, it hits on this bit like that and then locks in. So that's what it's like when your door's closed. You can't, force this back. So you have to basically unlock your door by pulling your handle. So yeah, the issue you can see from this side, let me just hold the camera a bit differently here and get it focused. So now I've got mine working. this pin here, because it was so loose and had so much slop, it just wasn't giving the lever sort of arm on the other side enough, I guess, travel, and it was sort of even binding up on itself, because you can see how much it sort of wriggles. So I've got the I've got that little collar I made up there, add a bit of pipe on there, which helps. But yeah, that's basically what happens when you pull your handle, lets you open the door. So I think this will work. It's a bit of a dodge up, just, you know, a bit of pipe that I had lying around. I was thinking what I could use, shove an O-ring in there, or if you know, not everyone's got a bit of pipe lying around, but you might be able to find a nut and drill a nut out with a 7mm drill bit, and then grind down the flats on the outside of the nut till it's, you know, fits into that hole, and then, you know, grind it flush once it's in there. That could be a solution. I wouldn't recommend putting another bit of rubber in there, because, you know, eventually it's just going to flog out again, so steel is always better. But that's just a suggestion, because I haven't tested this yet. So I'll get it all together and we'll try it out. Alright, so door's back on, and it's good, it's working, and I discovered something crucial. So if you're ever doing the same job, check this out. You gotta know this little trick here with that blue clip on that outside door handle. So guys, that blue clip there is adjustable. So that's the blue clip to the rod handle for the outside door handle. So I've closed the door and it still wouldn't open, which meant that I had to adjust that little blue clip. Basically, you can turn it, and each time you turn it to a different you know, orientation, it increases the height of that blue plastic which contacts your rod, where the sort of the dog leg is in it, and that basically gives you enough movement, or it gives you more stroke length to turn our latch mechanism. So originally I had it on the first notch, which is I guess the shortest one on the blue clip, and I didn't have enough throw to turn that latch far enough to unlock my door. So I've got it on the third notch now, third from the top, and it's working good. So yeah, pro tip. Ready? Hooray! Oh, and it just closes. This door's been a problem for a while out, and oh, how good it is. How good it is to have a working door again. This is a second door on this car. I had a bit of a prang into the side of someone who spun out, and so yeah, this door's never quite been right, and then all of a sudden it just wouldn't open. So I've been jumping in and out of my window the last few track days. So it's good to have that fixed, because I'm going to need someone jumping in here soon to tune it, and I'm sure they'll appreciate not having to climb through a window. Alright, I got to do an oil change now, so peace out guys.